I happen to be one silly pseudonym, who happens to also be playing a game known and beloved as Nova Drift. Sure. It's not like we're going to keep it for all that long anyway. We're going to try a crash build, Hullbreaker, and see how well we can get there, considering all the insanity we're going to try to get together. There we go. We'll take the regeneration and try to look for rapid reconstruction to get rid of that shield. Windy already. Let's see about building up some speed, or some crash damage. Oh, forgot about the warp shield effect. Probably should not forget that. If only, if only, if only. Let's get this improved thrust. Oh, that was a tough fight. Of course, the problem with these builds is usually that they are high risk, high reward. You can do a lot of damage, but you could easily just get yourself completely and utterly murdered. I don't want any of this nonsense. Certainly don't want that regenerative shielding. Take this deadly weight, though. Very nice of you, Comet. There we go. I do want that blink, but I also want stabilization and hull strength. Let's take the hull strength. I do want to make sure that I can actually survive once I get rid of my shield. Not exactly where I was hoping to hit, but I'll take what I can get. There we go. Rapid reconstruction. Doubles our regeneration rate, gives us 40 more hull. One plating removes our shield, and normal shield mods, unfortunately wild mods, remain. And we get a point back. I do want the Juggernaut. Slows us down, but also makes our crash damage much better. I also want Skirmish. That also increases crash damage. Terminate would be nice. Blitz, useful. Don't know if we'll go Essence Sap. I might just lean to Regeneration. We also want this Absorption. We want the Kinetic Boost. Most certainly want that. And the Armor. So many choices. So many, many choices. Start with the Jonah, I suppose. I do want to get down to that Force Armor. Good shot, Connie. Good shot. Almost a good shot, Connie. You got there almost. Just a little bit off, and you would have had a clean sweep. I do want that Force Armor. I do want that efficiency, stabilization, but Revelation. Please. Defiances for the plating. Maybe even a Rampage. I don't know. 3 Rampages this early before we have things set up might be a bit much. But it would still be a tempting idea. We'll take this armor. Definitely want some armor as well. Nope. Don't want you, though. Want you to explode. Now, these enemies. These enemies are one of the ones that make crash builds a lot harder to pull off than they used to be. Just because they keep exploding after they die. Very rude of them, I know. Eventually we want this Rebuke. Maybe the Candescence. Definitely the efficiency, stabilization, but again, I think I take this Force Armor. Does give us hull damage resistance and crash knockback. And our crash damage gains a blast radius. Very useful against multi-segment enemies like, oh, this one in front of us. Though I do want to get rid of its shield. That would be nice too. Getting rid of its shield would be nice. Okay, you need to go away. You're starting to annoy me. Thank you. Alright, now, let's get rid of the shield. And then let's run into you. Yeah, we're going to need to try something different here. Build up a little bit of speed. Didn't do quite as much damage as I hoped, but we did some decent damage. Still got a bit of a blast on it. Obsession. I guess if we only took rampages, it would pay for itself. I do want that blink, but I also want this skirmish. We want that crash damage even higher. This is unacceptably low crash damage. There we go. Now we're getting there. Oops, that's what's almost deadly. Yeah, that's going to be part of the problem. I do want that stabilization, but I think I want this channeling even more. Is it time? Hidden power, 4% more damage, 5% more hull, don't care about the shield stuff, thrust, and regeneration. Sure. I do want the efficiency, I also want this terminate, and the kinetic boost, and the stabilization, and the rebuke, and the blitz, and the blah 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 blah. Terminate. We'll take the terminate, so we can kill these things a little bit faster than we might otherwise have. Oh, can't do any damage to you, unfortunately. That's rude. I was going to give you a present, and you just turn me down like that. This is so hard to control. There we go. This is just going to die to Scion right away, isn't it? I definitely want that absorption, but I also want 3 rampages. Alright. No stabilization, 3 rampages. What could possibly go wrong? I die horribly, I see. Well, we get some hull boost. That's nice. Hull boost is nice. How much do we get again? Is it 2%? 2% more hull and 7% more damage. All for taking a few little measly rampages. Who wouldn't do such a thing? Okay, need to get a little bit more speed before I do this, huh? There we go. That was okay damage, but not as much as we need still. That was enough. This is going to be interesting. Core shielding, absorption, adrenal module, blink. Let's take this absorption. We are about to take a lot of little damage hither and yon. Oh, hello there, convoy. Fancy meeting you here. That wasn't too bad, now was it? I do want the blink, stabilization, kinetic boost, even the blitz. Let's get the stabilization, that way I can slow down. Sometimes. What a concept. Well then, rampage you say? Evolutionary niche actually could be interesting here. That will increase our crash damage. Will increase our crash damage resistance and increase our recovery rate. It's not crazy, but I think there's still a few other normal mods I want before I take those things. Let's get this kinetic boost. The faster we go, the more damage we do. And with Rampage, we're always going to be going, well, some speed. It may not necessarily be fast, but it'll be some speed. Orbs of Discord are interesting, but I think I just take this core shielding for a little bit more damage resistance, armor, and a little bit more hull. What is our current hull at? 221.85, not too horrible. Regeneration is at 15.31. That's the kind of numbers you normally have to get a hypermetabolism to maintain. Alright, Spitfires. Need you to line up a little bit more neatly so I can run into you. Thank you. Spitfire. You, seem to be having trouble here with the concept of lining up. You are late. The other two are already dead. Might should have saved Ataraxia, but oh well. I guess it's not technically too late, but so many things to put together with this kind of game, truly. Hello, convoy. Try to chomp me, Chomper. Just go try it. Oh, you did. And you died. Singularity. Singularity is one of the things that can slow us down. And we are going to try to fight Scion soon, so yeah, Scion's going to be difficult. Scion is definitely going to be one of those high-risk, high-reward moments I talked about earlier. Because we could potentially kill Scion very quickly, or we could just run into its lance and die horribly. Or get bounced around by its orbs and then die horribly. Or get bounced around by its orbs and then run into its lance and then die horribly. You may have noticed a somewhat slight theme in the probable event chain here. Just saying. Alright, we're gonna try it though. What can we do here? Slow down at the wrong moment. We got halfway there though. Halfway. Annoying. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. I don't normally do multiple repeats on one episode, but this time I can try to get Ataraxia early. That might make a difference. It might not. Who knows? Pulse? Sure. Pulse is fun. Don't want the warp shield this time, but it is in the middle. We'll take it. I'm gonna give it up anyway, so why not? Gives us something to do with our time. There we go, Hullbreaker. Exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, are we going to be able to crash into you this time? Let's see. Boop, yes. Didn't do as much damage as I wish we would, but every little bit helps, I suppose. Let's just turn around and go this way then. Good. Good. Okay, that was pretty fun. Effective, it's more questionable, but fun still. Okay, come on. There we go. I just need to hit your little vulnerable center section. Is that really so much to ask? Nope, need to get my hull regenerating. Not exactly the best in the world, but it's something to take. Yep, need to watch where I'm going. Boom. Okay, good. There we go. There we are. There we go. That does mean we lose hull. I'd hate to keep losing hull. Maybe if it were like the old days. This is a good winnow, though. Does lower our size. That is a little bit of an issue, but it does get rid of things that we weren't going to take anyway. And it gives us some more rerolls. After we spent all those rerolls getting that ataraxia, I definitely have a good feeling about getting several more rerolls going. Feels so weird playing this kind of build. I haven't tried one quite this direct in quite some time. There's the rapid regeneration, armor, skirmish. Ooh, let's try the armor this time. Yep, managed to hit you anyway, Comet. My mistake. Yeah, without the deadly wake, it is a little harder to kill these serpents. Just because they have so many segments and it's hard to aim for one. Rebuke eventually, thrust definitely, stabilization definitely, channeling definitely, Candescence maybe one day, maybe after we have Deadly Wake and all that going. That was not very nice of you. Oh, there's another revelation. Let's hope for yet another rampage. I do so dislike Singularity stealing so much of our experience, but not much I can do about it. Hello again. Do need you to stop shooting me with your lance. Yeah, I don't think we need the Maelstrom. Not this time. Do want that Juggernaut, so I guess I'd take the Juggernaut. Scorching Wake is not horrible either, but I think I want this Force Armor even more. I don't like having these elite versions around. But again, there's not much we have in the way of choice in the matter, so yeah, now we have at least the opportunity to just run into a few. There we go. Yeah, once again, Galvanic Outburst, not that useful. I do want that efficiency, but this Deadly Wake allows us to kill these serpents a little bit faster. Okay. Oh, Juggernaut. Hello, Juggernaut. Happy to take any and all rerolls you wish to provide. I guess the relative good news of this one is it's only an elite one. I do need to not just travel right into its little, I don't know what you call it, plasma orbs. There's our hidden power. Efficiency, skirmish. Let's take this efficiency. We really need to build up speed. We're not going to do anywhere near enough damage if we don't have a little bit more speed. And once again, I've got to be careful I don't just run right into the enemy's attack. Turns out that's not a good thing. Yeah, it's going to take me some practice to get back in the habit of playing with a Hullbreaker. Tracers make Hullbreaker much more challenging in my view. I do want all of this, and the Rebuke too, but I think I take the Absorption. Well, that did some good, I suppose. Got to change my angle of attack. There we are. See, the main thing you need to do is just make sure that the enemy runs into you. You don't need to run to it, just have it run to you. Omega seems to be a little bit too big, though. Maybe we should just run faster. I'll take the skirmish. That will help do a little bit more crash damage. Hello. It's trying to hit you, but apparently I have very bad screen wrapping sight. Alright, but we've killed most of the escorts. Still you and the shielder that comes next. Hello there. You're an annoying one. There we go. Not for long, thankfully. Let's get this terminate. And just try to hit all these little vulnerable bits and bobs with some crash damage. There we go. Now, query. Will we actually be able to handle Scion this time? Or will I just break right in front of it like an idiot and let it kill me again? Truly, the world may never know. I do want that adrenal module, but there are 3 rampages, so who am I to say no if the game is going to be so generous as to give us even more rampages? Even more rampages, I say. I do enjoy the ataraxia helping us collect this experience, though. Do want that blink, but I also want agility and blitz. And the channeling to get core shielding. Let's look for that core shielding. That would be nice too. Don't want these enemies though. These enemies can go away and never come back. Have I winged you at least? Grazing shot. Not exactly textbook, but once again, we'll try to make it work. Alright. I do want the core shielding, so I will take the core shielding. Do I want a chaotic ambition? I kind of do to look for more rampages, but do I want it more than I want all of this stuff? Sure, we'll take 1 chaotic ambition. Alright, good. Get those taken care of. I was hoping to go through the center of you and then kill you, but I suppose just removing your shield is something. Need more speed. More speed. Okay. Try to go... There we are. Sometimes speed is less the problem than controlling one's angle. Not always easy. Agility. Well, I was already having trouble controlling my angle, so let's make it even easier to turn. Surely won't have any trouble with that one. This is one of those things where controllers can be a bit better, but for me it seems a bit worse because by the time I'm targeting at something, I've already flown by it, and therefore it just means I pass by. Now this is interesting. More size crash damage, but less thrust. We have some rampages. I think we'll take it. Take the strafe as well? Sure. Not... Yeah, I don't think I want the Phantom Strike. I like that extra crash damage and crash damage resistance, but it pretty much brings our momentum to a halt. Bigger blast radius does make sense now that we have the force armor, so our crash gains a blast damage radius. but I think, yeah, I want to look for a Rebuke, Blitz, Adrenal Module, Blink. Happy to take that. Ooh. I do want that kinetic boost, but do I want this Defiance even more? I think I do, because that plating could be the difference between life and death in a minefield. Probably not going to be as useful against Scion and the like, but there are plenty of other situations out there. Poor thing, I don't even know where I am. Don't know how you're supposed to figure it out. Ooh, that hurts, that's painful, that hurts as well. Please stop. I do want that Blitz. I also want that Adrenal Module. Let's get the Adrenal Module. The more damage we are, the more damage we do. Ah, we're almost there. Okay, that was a better outcome. I approve. Speaking of wanting Defiances because of minefields. I do want that Displacement, but I also want that Rebuke. I think I get the Displacement because the cooldown on Blink is very nice. I do like the reduced cooldown, so it's only 1.5 seconds between blinks, instead of 2.5 seconds. I actually need to angle myself so I can hit these enemies if I want to do that. Turns out that's an important part of these kinds of builds, hitting the enemy. Though sometimes we might just make do with hitting a different, but relatively in the same path enemy. See, we just need enough speed that we don't stay in the damaging minefields any. Or whatever you call those little cluster bomb things. Too many multi-explosive enemy and weapon types around here. Please eliminate 3. I am not crank. Another Grandeur. Well, as long as we offset them with even more rampages, why not? As I said, as long as we offset them with more rampages, why not? I do want the kinetic boost, and I also want the Rebuke. Guess we take the kinetic boost so we can do more damage the faster we're going. That is the kind of damage scaling we need with this sort of build. Always nice to kill a Juggernaut so quickly. Even a champion Juggernaut. Thank you, kinetic boost. Apotheosis is sort of the opposite of what we want with this kind of build. We do actually need to crash into things. I will take the Blitz, though. The Blitz is very useful for that initial impact. Is somewhat countered by our Deadly Wake. Our Deadly Wake is going to burn lots of enemies before we ever crash into them, so perhaps not as good as it might otherwise have been, but every little bit helps. There we go. I thought that angle was not going to be strong enough, but apparently it was just enough. Why are you shielding that enemy? Why, I say? What did they ever do to you to deserve such affection? Sure, just go into the singularity. It's fine. I didn't want you at my party anyway. Orbs are tempting here. Orbs of Discord. We have several wild mods. But I kind of want to just have crash damage. Well, that was a tough fight yet again. Alright, Bulwark is going to be an interesting one. Because this revenge attack could easily kill us. Yeah, like that. That could kill us. Thank you for the assistance comment. Wasn't that fun? And by fun, I mean heart-stopping. Once again, Orbs of Discord, very tempting, where you have how many WoW mods? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be a lot of orbs. It would be so many orbs. Candescence, I suppose, is more burn damage for a Deadly Wake. There's another Rampage, though I also want that Rebuke. But it's a Rampage. What's our hull up to now? 227, our regeneration's up to 16. That seems okay. Seems like a decent number. Now, can I control this? Almost certainly not. But it's going to be fun trying. Yeah, this is... The other 3 Rampages were enough with the Grandeurs helping even things out. This is getting to the point where I am just sort of aiming in a vague direction and hoping I get there eventually. And given our speed, I probably will get there eventually, but it might take about half a dozen tries. Look at this poor experience trying to figure out where to go. The poor thing. Once again, I do want that Rebuke, but Scorching Wake, we're always thrusting, so let's just always have some burn damage going. Goes with our Deadly Wake, goes with our Rampages, always on thrust effect, and yeah, okay. We can do this. We can do this. Just concentrate. By concentrate, I mean hope and pray that I don't kill myself. As I said, we don't need to worry about running into enemies because we just keep going. Where's the problem here? Happy to take all of this. Quantum Decoherence is interesting, but I think I will take this Bravado instead. Increases our base stats and unique powers. And since our unique powers are do more damage the faster we're going, regeneration, crash damage resistance, well, we definitely get a lot of usage out of those unique powers. What is our regeneration up to? 17.19. Not as much as I was hoping for. I was hoping for something closer to 18, but every little bit helps and all that. Ouch. That's very nice of you. Hello, Seraph. I don't mean to trigger your normal crazy railgun attacks, but it's just that I can't really control myself. I will happily take that Rebuke now. I will need that damage resistance. Well, never mind. I don't need that damage resistance after all. Problem solved. We just need enough speed. Unfortunately, bulwarks are pretty easily going to end this kind of run, but we'll try anyway. Or these things. These things could do it too. Hammerheads could do it too. Can I control this thing? No, I cannot. Just for future reference's sake. Definitely cannot do so. Yep. Serpents. Nothing too bad just yet. Yeah, these versions, not too bad. The ones that can fire laser beams, they're a little bit worse. Sure, we'll take an evolutionary niche. Let's see, what are our stats now? Now we're up to 18. Excellent. Crash damage output is a little bit higher now. 41,000. So that's okay. Size is up despite taking that winnow earlier. Global damage up to 182 for a total of 305. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Goodbye, poor enemy. We hardly knew ye. Would you mind being right there? Exactly. Exactly. Well, not quite as there as I was hoping for. I was hoping to just kill you all together, but you know what? Half is good. Half is decent. I'll take half. Won't complain too much about it. And I'm very glad I got that ataraxia because most of the experience would have just gone off into the ether without it. We are just moving far too fast to really reliably collect a lot of this stuff. Starting to get low on mods we actually care about anymore. Right now it's mostly Defiance, Rampaging, Grandeur, and I guess I could have gone for Deflagration, but it's going to be annoying to try to trigger that ignition. And I don't know if it'd be worth the mods. Let me put it this way, I don't know if I would survive it trying to go into those blast race increases instead of survivability increases with this kind of build. Maybe someone far more skilled than I would manage it easily enough. But considering I haven't used Hullbreaker, at least not this kind of Hullbreaker build, in quite some time, I do not wish that one. The Pillow Bulwark. Don't know if we can get there, but we're gonna try. Turns out we could get there. It is an interesting time for Dying Star. Corrosion, we don't care about the weapon damage, but Purge. Crash damage is sort of our thing, so let's try this Purge out. No deflagration with this Purge, just good old Purge. It's not like I usually use Purge all that much anyway, but let's give it a shot. Thank you, Comet. No thank you, Cherub. Very rude of you, in fact. I had a surprise all planned out and you ruined it. No, no. It's too late now. Can't put that genie back in the bottle. Celestials. How cute. Celestials with... oh dear, that's going to be a lot of burn damage. Celestials with tracers. Even better. Juggernauts. Annoying, but if we get enough speed going, they're not too terrible. Seraph. Shielded Seraph. No longer going to be shielded by those cherubs anymore, Seraph. I need you... you gotta cooperate with me. I need to kill one of you. There we go. It's a start. Sure, let's take this purification, get a little healing for everything we set on fire. Are we going to set many things on fire? Not a huge number, but every little bit helps, I suppose. So far, something like this angle seems best. Something that we're always moving forward, but we're going the shorter distance. The vertical instead of the more horizontal seems to be better for us. Better to throw off the enemy. Better way for us to cover more ground, as it were. But we do have to adjust the angle. tolerable. Somehow I hit the fire button and released a rebuke attack. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, got one spawner. Where's the other one? Also dead. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Okay, this is where it gets a little boring. Since with most enemies, we just want to keep doing this number. Every now and again, slow down to collect experience, even though it makes us a little bit more vulnerable to, well, enemies like this, for example. I guess we'll take the corrosion. I did not expect that to work, but I'm glad it did. Alright, singularity is annoying. Oop. Alright, singularity's gone. Party at my house. Singularity isn't there. We can play loud music. Drink intoxicants. Etc., etc., and so on. Okay. Yep, okay. I'm trying to keep track of everything going on here. Okay. No problem. Happy to take this boost, though. Fast regeneration and more... Ouch. Quit that. Stop it. An explosive growth, you say? Well, let's look for a rampage, I suppose. Once again, don't want you. Don't want you at all. Oh, this is not good, but okay. We survived. We did fine. No need to worry. I'm always worried that those orbs are just going to send us spiraling out into an uncontrollable spin and then we just explode. It could happen. It's happened before. It will happen again. If I see you, little convoy box thingy. Okay. So, question, are we going to find Rampage or Grandeur first? I'd probably take either one, really. They'd both be amusing in their own way, though Grandeur might be too slow for us to actually survive, and Rampage might be too fast for us to actually survive, so... Either way, it probably kills us, but I don't care, I'm going to have fun. None of those say Rampage or Grandeur. Nor do those. Nor do those. Well, it would appear the gods have spoken. Our hull is up to 255, regeneration up to 19, and our global damage modifier is up to 356 in total. Racers. Stupid, stupid tracers. Invulnerable. Burning everything around them. Very rude indeed. Nope, don't want that. Okay, yep, that's gonna be annoying. Alright, good enough. Hello, sun. I guess we could take slipstream. I don't like the reduction in friction, though. It makes it hard to control. Take another evolutionary niche? Sure. What's that put us up to? Not as much as I was hoping. But an extra 0.3 in regeneration isn't nothing. And of course we do a little bit more damage. That was not very pretty. Do need to watch out. I'm hitting that rebuke button far too easily. Oop. Hear my phone beeping. I have a message. Let's hope it's not a spam call. Or spam message. What's that? Spim? It's annoying, whatever it is. Nope, don't want that. Thank you. Hello again, Seraph. I was trying to hit you, Seraph, but keep moving away from me. More tracers, more invincible enemies that we can't just kill by running into right away. It's rude. I tell you, back in my day. As nice as that explosive growth is, it does mean we no longer can get any rampages, though. 'Tis sad, but 'tis true. Could try Dying Star, have a proper Dying Star build. We actually have the regeneration to pull it off. Maybe I should. Polar Inversion is explosive, well, blast radius. Guess if we run into an enemy, we get a little bit more damage on nearby enemies. Numbers are so closely packed together I can't even see what they are. Ouch. It's not good. That part's good. The part where I'm almost dead, not so good. That part where once again I'm almost dead, not so good. Turns out mines and explosives are not good for you. Yep. Yeah, these are when the waves really start becoming more troublesome. Compared to pre-Enemies 2.0, where you could, by and large, just at this point cruise your way to victory in most circumstances, unless you got really unlucky with Scion. You could probably win. Well, you could probably get up to 2 million score fairly easily. But the introduction of things like tracers, hammerheads, bulwarks have definitely made that a more challenging proposition than it used to be. Please, I was like, please get rid of your shield, please. There we go. I knew you want to in the end. I knew you want to. Don't like that, but it is what it is. Scorching Wake. Let's try it. Basically reduces our regeneration by a noticeable amount, but it does mean we set things on fire and then run into them and explode them. Thank you, Tracers. Your invulnerable shield pushed me right into Bulwark's engine, and then they exploded. Probably not your intended methodology, but I'm glad it worked out that way nonetheless. More tracers. Slowing us down. Not taking any damage. The normal tracer modus operandi. That was not nice at all. Now we're still regenerating fairly well, even with the dying star. Of course, with lots of enemies, the dying star / purification combination does give us a little bit of hull regeneration, but not a huge amount. Pretty good, pretty good. Mines, not so good. Mines can just go away. Happy to have this boost. Another upgrade. What do we want to spend it on? I don't know. We're kind of running out of things we want that aren't wild mods. Could take a chaotic ambition to get more wild mods. Or we could take the slipstream and get more thrust rotation speed. Why do I keep hitting the fire button and getting rid of my armor with rebuke? I don't know. I'm just not a very smart person. Or at least a very clumsy one. Yeah, I need you to be other direction. There we go. Singularity. Hello again, Singularity. Here to eat so much of my experience that I can no longer live on my meager rations. Not exactly what I was wanting. Goodbye. Goodbye. And goodbye. This is very weird. Ooh, that hurts. That hurt quite a bit. Too many explosions. serpents. Glad to see you. You'll help me heal thanks to the purification. All those segments being set on fire. Very, very nice. For a little bit of extra healing at the last second there. Poor serpent. Poor serpent. Really not equipped for that kind of situation. Could take a hypermetabolism. Could take yet another chaotic ambition. Or scorching wake. Yeah, we need a twin strike, obviously. No weapon twin strike. Take more evolutionary niches, I suppose. What are we up to now? See, we have 65 crash damage resistance. So if we keep getting another 10% on top of that, all we need to do, I assume there's going to be a cap somewhere. I assume you can't just keep adding 6% until you reach 100% crash damage resistance and you can't take any crash damage whatsoever. Anyway, we're getting close to 20 regeneration per second. That's not nothing. Oh, this is annoying, but this is why we have plating. This is going to be deadly. Try to blink around at least a little bit of that. Ooh, hello again. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be the kind of thing that kills me easily enough. Yep. Too much damage too quickly, couldn't recover from that. Still, 1.6 million. Not too bad for my second attempt at a Crash Hullbreaker build in quite some time. Not too bad at all. What can I do differently? I'm honestly not sure. Could just not take the Dying Star. It did lower our regeneration a bit, but it did help us survive and clear out some riffraff in ways that would be much harder with just our deadly and scorching wakes. Don't know. Really, that's the biggest thing to change here, I think. Maybe don't take blink or displacement and just do strafe. I could definitely see that being something that could work here. Beyond that, I really don't know. You can always keep your shield, of course, and try something with the emergency systems. I've always found that a tad awkward. Still, there are other variations of this to be sure. But that's enough for me. Instead, I shall thank you all for stopping by.